Love this podcast? Support this show through the Acast supporter feature. It's up to you how much you give, and there's no regular commitment. Just hit the link in the show description to support now.
You know what I realized? The hardest part about building a website isn't making it look good. It's getting what's in my head onto the page. But I've been playing with the new Wix Harmony editor, and I'm impressed. You can literally just tell it what you want, or if you're picky like me, jump in and move things around yourself. The nice part is you can hop between AI and hands-on editing, so you end up with a site that actually looks the way you pictured it. Try it out for free at wix.com/harmony.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the Tilton Talk Show, sponsored by AMG Logistics, with myself, Paul Hipkiss, our main producer, Mr. Chris Browne.
Good evening.
Mr. Robbo Adams.
Good evening, everybody.
Claire Wheeldon.
Good evening.
Mr. Fixer Craig Courtney.
Good evening, everyone.
And last but not least, in the new Penguin shirt, Mr. Tally Jones.
Evening, all.
Okay, so where do we start? Obviously, Robbo will be joining us at 7 o'clock, by the way, everyone, as well, in case anyone's wondering where Robbo is. And I believe he will also be in the new Penguin shirt himself as well. So let's start with Saturday's game, and obviously a great win away at Oxford. A good result for the men and women over the weekend. And we'll start with the men, obviously, the comfortable 2-0 away win in the end at Oxford. And Claire, it was pretty much a formality, wasn't it? I mean, I didn't watch the game live myself. I was actually out, but from what I saw, it looked like we had a bit of a, not shaky, but they had a bit of a moment at the beginning of the game, didn't they? Where they would put us under a bit of pressure, and then we sort of took control and came out comfortable winners in the end.
Yeah, I just want to say, though, the atmosphere in the away end was brilliant. Probably one of the best away ends all season. We sang from start to finish. Started off a bit ropey. They came at us, but we held firm, which is very, very rare. And we didn't let in a goal. And then we started to pick it up a little bit. John Solis is exceptional.
He's massive.
Yeah, he's massive.
He's Colombian as well.
Colombia, and the fact that he's already got a song, and like Roberts has got a song, Vicente's got a song already, so. Yeah, you can tell how good a game he had. He was really, really good. Goals were good. Pake's free kick was decent going in, and then obviously an own goal. And then second half, we really picked it up, and we just dominated. We dominated the play. We dominated the ball. I think that they're probably the worst side I've seen in the Championship, to be fair, especially second half. And we just dominated. And that goal, what a team goal that is. And then Duck, he doesn't do a lot, but he gets you a goal, doesn't he? And
is that 4 in the last 6 now?
Yeah, like literally, he doesn't do a lot, but he kind of does enough. So he'll lay the ball off. But it's great to see the bench was so strong as well. I mean, I was shocked that Doyle didn't start. But again, obviously, Pake will start. And then you got Solis next to him, and Solis just ran the show. And he's what we've needed. He breaks at the play. He's calm on the ball. And you could see all of a sudden, you can see the quality that we've got. And then to bring on some of the new lads as well, like Prisk should have got a goal at the end. Yeah. And I think what it's going to do is it's going to make us better. And I think this window is probably the better window that we've had compared to the last one. I'm not going to lie. We've now got 2 players in each position. We've got rid of some of the dead wood, and even the bench looks strong as well. And hopefully we can keep going with the away form, because 2 wins out of 2, and I know they're against the bottom 2 teams, but it builds momentum. And now we've got 3 games, including a cup game, where hopefully we can see some of the new players. But I think with Oxford, I'll be shocked if they stayed up, but I just thought that we had that passing, we had that movement, and it was good to see Stano go off annoyed, because it shows that he cares and he wants to play. But then, I think that obviously, I think they took him off because, he likes to say what he thinks. And unfortunately, you've got people that can come on now. But generally, I think Solis and Osman was man of the match. And it was glad that Osman actually wore his football boots and not his slippers this week, because he was brilliant. He stayed on his feet. So happy that we've actually seen 2 wins away in a row. So let's keep this up.
I mean, when you assess the window there with obviously who's gone, and we'll come on to who's gone obviously throughout the show, but you look at. I mean, I know it's early days for the new players. It's very early days for the new players, but obviously Osman, Keshi Anderson out, Osman in. Dykes out, Priskin, Leonard out, Solis in. And Cashin out, and Wagner in. From what we've seen so far of them, I think it's fair to say, and I loved Keshi Anderson. I thought he ran his heart out for us, but you can clearly see that these lads that we're signing, and that's not just Keshi Anderson. Also had the same for Mark Leonard as well when he played. I think you can just see the difference in quality there, can't you, Tally, compared to what we had to what we've got?
Well, I had a message saying just pure upgrades. That's what they are.
Yeah.
In every position you've just mentioned there, it's upgraded.
Yeah.
So no, look, I'll echo what Claire said. We was all a bit shocked seeing Doyle was on the bench because of his recent performances. But like we said last week, it's about changing your formation, changing your tactics, not being predictable. And that's what he did. He put a different team on. Osman played well. My man of the match was Wagner. I think he played. I mean, Dutch's goal started with him winning the ball and then putting it in, and the pattern of play from there was amazing. So I want to see more of that every week.
Yeah. I think having that physicality of Solis in the middle just frees up Paik and all our other attacking flair players to just run free, doesn't it?
Yeah.
And that's what we've lacked really throughout the whole season. So hopefully this guy is going to be, well, he does look the real deal to me, and hopefully he's going to make, all the difference for us.
I mean, they're slowing the game down. Like sometimes Paik can be a bit like that, and a Water when they're in the middle, they slow it down, they go sideways. He slows, holds onto the ball, and then looks up, and the options, he's looking left, right, everywhere. So he's perfect for that position. He really is.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. And Robe, I think, obviously anything we haven't said on Saturday's game to cover the game, and I'll obviously come back onto Craig when he rejoins us.
Yeah, no, it's nice to get a little unbeaten run going in, isn't it? Again, another clean sheet, which is always good. I've noticed the last couple of games actually there is a slight improvement in Beadle. He's actually looking a bit more confident.
Caught the ball and everything.
He's catching the ball. He's coming for the ball.
It was brilliant.
Yeah, it's just like I don't like to say the penny's dropped, but it looks like something's clicked with him. So early days, but let's hope we get a lot more convincing performances. But no, echo what Claire and Tally have said. That's just, it was so good. To see what on Saturday. I mean, the options now is just it's crazy. I mean, 2 weeks ago, people were almost tearing hair out because Dykes had gone or Keshi had gone. But it's just totally different vibe now, isn't it? I mean, Vicente as well. I mean, well, Solis actually reminds me of Jude a little bit the way he plays. He's like a Jude in a few years. And Vicente, I mean, straight away he's come in and just wow, he just looks at home already, doesn't he? He's just he looks like he's enjoying it. He speaks the language. He's just thrown himself in with a big smile, and it's just like wow, he's just rubbing off on everyone. It's just such a good place to be compared to where we were at Christmas. So I'm just really. I'm not saying we can make the playoffs, but let's play each game as it comes and then see where we end up. But all of a sudden, there's a group of teams, isn't there, who can make the top 6, and I think we're one of them.
Yeah, we're definitely one of them. One of them. I think obviously it's early days for all the new signings. Even Wagner, he's been here nearly a month, but it's early days, and hopefully, first impressions and early impressions of every single player we've signed since the January the 1st have been excellent. And for that reason, now I'm really excited about the second half of the season. I think we're definitely in for a really good, run in. And also the good thing is as well, most of the teams that we played away from home, where we have really struggled, obviously, throughout the season, we've sort of played those ones above us, the ones that are in the sort of like the top 6 and, in and around So most of the away games now are against teams below us, aren't they? And around us. So, I'm not going to sit here and
Thinking about that though, Paul, I think obviously the last 2 games we've played the bottom 2.
Yeah.
So I think, we did make hard work of it against Sheffield Wednesday. To show how far we've come away from home will be the Millwall and Norwich game, because they're going to be different. I mean, I don't think I've ever seen us win at Norwich, so that would be nice. Do you know what I mean? And I think obviously Millwall is a place where you go, it's going to be hostile and everything else. So I do think at the moment with the 3 games at home this month is going to actually be quite nice to kind of build some more momentum, and then we then go away again. I mean, we've only got 7 games left away from home. That's how. I mean, the season's just flying. But as I said before, we only need to go on a run, and it might be us. You don't know. So people are dropping points left, right, and centre. I mean, Coventry are bottling it at the moment, aren't they? And there'll be somebody that also does it. So we'll just see, because everyone's getting all these new signings in. If it doesn't work, there'll be one team that hopefully it's us, that our signings come in and we hit the ground running. But we'll wait and see.
Yeah, give me your ratings then out of 10 of each. Obviously, the players that we've signed since January the 1st that played on Saturday. So you've got obviously Wagner, Solis, Osman, Vicente, and Prisk. What are your sort of ratings out of 10 for each of those players? And you can give Wagner obviously an overall rating if you want, since he's been here over the last month or so. But Prisk has obviously only come off the bench and had a cameo role in 2 games. We've only seen Vicente once, obviously, in a cameo role. And Solis, obviously, that was his 3rd appearance, wasn't it? I've come off the bench at Sheffield Wednesday, come off the bench at home to Stoke, and then started the game on Saturday. So is it fair to say they're all at least above 7.5?
100%,
Yeah, I think Wagner, I don't think we've lost with him in the team.
No, we haven't.
He looks like an all-rounder. He's very much of a Granger for me. But he's got that quality as well. He's got a bit of pace, which I think Cochrane lacks. I think he's been a good find. He's just got to keep up. I think they're all 7.5. I mean, we haven't really seen much of Vicente. I think at home he's going to be brilliant at home. Yeah. But the thing is now, Davis, he spent all this money. You can't just stick with some of the ones that you've stuck with. You're going to have to try and keep them happy. They're coming for 7 million. If he's coming for 7 million on however many thousands a week, he can't be sat on the bench all the time. So I think there's going to be rotation as well, which is great, because keep them on their toes. And if someone forms drops, you're going to have to start changing it now, because you've got people waiting.
It's knowing that you've got finishers, like you said last week. They're not subs anymore.
No,
they have a role within the game, and that's what it is. You need them at 65 minutes or whatever. They come on and do the role that they're asked to do. So having that quality on the bench is phenomenal.
I think these owners are really putting their money where their mouth is. They're really showing us what their intent is. And while I say that as well, I really hope that it is Chris Davies that can get them to where they want to get to and where we want to get to. But saying that though, now he's spent this money and now he's got this squad. This is time for him now to show what he's really made of, to show us his mettle. You know what I mean? As a manager. And it's difficult to say that, though, because he's still learning as well at the same time himself at this level, because he's only managed in this division for 6 months. So hopefully he can kind of like really adjust at the same time as the team does and improve himself as well as the team does as well. The last
I've got to admit, though, I agree with Paul, who's just messaged on Facebook. Paik does look shattered. He's got to start changing, even if he likes them. Like Iwata's obviously injured now. Paik looks exhausted, and I think you can have him out and on the bench and come on after 70. So I think at some point it would be nice to see Solis and Doyle and see what they're like together as well. But the thing is that you can't keep playing people who are absolutely exhausted now when you've got a massive squad like we've got. And the forwards and the wingers, I'm happy with them. I think we've really, hit the nail on the head. And I think Prisk will bring something. He hasn't played for a while, but you can tell he's got the enthusiasm as well. That he runs around, he tries to win the ball in the air. You can see what he's trying to do. So they're for the future, aren't they? A lot of them.
Yep. So it's like a dream team, isn't it? On the left, you got Damari Gray or Osman when Damari Gray's fit, and on the right, you got Vicente or Patrick Roberts.
It's knowing whoever you start with out of them two players on either side, it's knowing that the replacement on the bench is as good. Do you know what I mean? So
you could say up front as well, Stano or Prisk. From what I've seen of Prisk, I really like so far as well. Yeah. In the 10, you've got Dutch. I'm not going to lie, I would have liked to have seen us sign another proper number 10. But, I suppose we can't have it all.
Robert's in a heartbeat.
Yeah. Well, he cuts in anyway, doesn't he? So I think that probably, I don't see why that couldn't suit him. I think Damari Gray could potentially play there as well.
Yeah, because they both do. They're both cutting. But like you just said, Vicente, he's an old-fashioned winger. He just bombs it to the line and then crosses it. That's his sort of play. So if you've got Patrick Roberts playing in that 10, Vicente goes on the right as the winger, doesn't it? So many options.
Yeah, absolutely.
To be honest, sorry, Paul. I was going to say I'm looking forward to the league game, but the Leeds game in the cup. It'll be interesting how we approach that now. Yeah. We've got so many options. I mean, do we go full strength? We're going to tweak it a little bit. We've
got to go full strength.
I think he only goes full strength, doesn't he?
Yeah,
he showed that against Cambridge.
Yeah. I think it's on. We're on TV in that game as well, aren't we? We've got to go out there and make a statement and try and get to the next round. It's kind of like almost not a free hit, but it's almost like it's like go and show what you're made of, sort of thing. And I'm going to say nothing to lose, because if we did get knocked out, it's not the end of the world. But we are capable of getting into the hat for the next round, aren't we?
Definitely.
Yeah. So Craig, we've covered the game on Saturday, but let's get your thoughts as well, mate. Now you're back with us.
Yeah. Well, you go so often, you've got to do these simulcasts, but just so everybody's aware, they are still saying that we are pushing for a left-sided centre half.
Yeah, we need one.
So that apparently is still being worked on at the moment. So we could still have things done. And of course, it's just been, reminded to everybody, and I totally forgot about this. The EFL have this season and this window introduced the advanced paperwork. So basically, a deal sheet can be submitted for a player as long as both clubs, the players, and there's an agreement on a fee or a loan fee, whichever it may be, being put into place. So that can be submitted now. The deal then can happen up to 2 hours after the window closes. So they still believe that there is business to be done coming out of Birmingham.
Excellent. Yeah. Just coming back onto the number 10 subject, could you see Tommy Doyle ever playing there again as well? With better players around him?
Yeah.
He could.
Yeah. Well, you think about out of them three players, Tommy Doyle, Paik, and I'll say four: Awata, Paik, Tommy Doyle, and Solis. Who's your attacking midfielder there? Who is the more attacking player?
Tommy Doyle.
It's Tommy Doyle. So he could slip into that 10 role all day long.
It's a really exciting conversation, and it's like, I think I said on the chat earlier, I remember staying up till midnight to find out we've signed Carl Lafferty and Greg Holford. We've come on a lot, haven't we?
Yeah, definitely.
In regards to Saturday, Paul, the one thing I will turn around and say was that the togetherness of the squad, was absolutely superb. And Solis, wow, that guy is an absolute beast, and he gets involved. He makes a nuisance to himself, but also he can pick a pass. You don't see that very often with certain midfielders, and the caliber that we've brought in during this window has definitely made us stronger. A lot of people slated the way that we saw the attitude, should we say, of Stansfield when he went off. But actually, I agree with Claire. I like the fact that we saw that passion, and that was was that frustration with the way that he played? Was it frustration with the fact he was being brought off? But you channel that now into the next game. So doing actually very similar to what we saw with Dutch at Watford. Well, he was jeered. He was not happy when he came off that pitch at the end. And then what did he do? He came out the following game and he was like, right, I'm sticking my fingers up to you. I'm showing you what I can do. Scores that great first goal and then had, probably one of his better games in a blue and white shirt. So we want to see that continuing. I thought, considering Beadle had absolutely nothing to do apart from 2 saves, the way he got down for that one in
it was a good save. Good save, low to his left, wasn't it?
Great save. And also, he's been standing around. So people will be like, oh, God, yeah, really, he hasn't had nothing to do. He should have got down. It's actually the opposite. When the goalkeepers are not being tested, it's actually sometimes harder for them to focus that little bit more. So I thought that was a good save. And generally, I thought just the whole team, the togetherness is very much there. And it showed the fans were just brilliant. I know we've got this core away travel all the time, but my God, they were superb. They were heard throughout. Could hear a pin drop for the rest of it. Whenever we weren't singing, it was like, are we in church or what? There's just nothing around for the rest of the stadium. And we could have filled that stadium on our own, let alone just having that little, 1,400.
Yeah.
So, it's just brilliant. And the fans have stuck by them. And now 2 wins on the bounce. There's no reason why when we go away from home that we can't do it again with the ones that are upcoming. And we've got a squad that's now going to be fighting for places. So, we go about Leeds. But actually, look at the weekend coming into the Leicester game. Everybody's going to be thinking, right, who's going to start? And then West Brom midweek. There's arguably 2 home games coming up now where you're thinking to yourself, we should walk away with 3 points on both of these.
Yeah.
But we're talking about Birmingham. You play top of the table, we struggle. We do well, sorry, but we play bottom. We always struggle. But let's hope that disappears. And that a full house again on Saturday is backing them, and a full house on Tuesday against the Albion is doing the same. And then Jesus, another full house against Leeds. Coming up so a playing again of the records, same again. But brilliant, absolutely superb.
Yeah, I just hope that we can now build some confidence away from home and start to pick up more points than what we have so far this season. Obviously, before the Sheffield Wednesday game, I'll say. So yeah, hopefully that, and if our good home form continues as well, then it really is going to be exciting, isn't it?
Well, 2 points for and a 2-point average over the past 5 games. And when you put that into the equation and work it out for the end of the season, that should put you in the top 6 if you go comparison to the other seasons.
Yeah.
So, why can't we? We're on this little mini run now. Let's keep it going. We're gonna get slip ups. We're gonna see some draws. We're gonna lose some games, but it's about how we then continue with those wins and how we bounce back if we do have this little bit of a jit. But it is exciting times, and it's positive. I've just been asked on WM, do you think we could go for the playoffs? Why not?
Go on, we're in the show. We were 5 points off it. I mean, are we all happy with? Are we all happy with? I mean, if Panzo signs, I don't know whether he's going to be a backup centre half or first choice. But if he's say a backup, a bit like Cashin was, are we happy with Neumann and Clara as the partnership now? Are they solid enough? Is everyone happy with that? Or
played all right Saturday? They're getting better together, but there's always a mistake in Neumann, isn't there? You can always see there's a mistake in him, but.
So, yeah, I don't think Clara looks as comfortable to me on the left than he does on the right.
Definitely, I agree with that.
How long is Robinson out for?
Another 4 weeks, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a little while yet, Claire.
Yeah, so we're just going to be what it is, isn't it?
And we could, of course, be without Clara at the weekend as well. Let's not forget that it's not going to be an injury, but this time it's a positive. He's due to become a dad for the first time. So
it's not good enough. It's not good enough excuse, that one.
Well, you trying to say football first, family second?
100%. Yeah, no, I'm not.
No. Is the wife listening?
I think she will be. No, family first.
Isn't his wife's name Sarah as well or something? Sarah Clara. Is it Sarah or Zara?
It is. It is.
Yeah. Brilliant.
It is a mouthful.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. So we'll be joined shortly by obviously our former captain, Paul Robinson, very shortly at 7:00. But quickly before we do, let's obviously we'll talk about Shirtgate in a minute, but let's give it our ratings out of 10. I'm going to start us off with 10 for the actual shirt. I just think the timing, really, for me, I would have liked to have seen it out on one, our 150th year, and two, a bit close, around the match day that we celebrated it before Norwich. It would have been nice for us all to be wearing it for the Norwich game on the actual celebration day of the 150th anniversary. But, it's probably just small gripes I'm making there. Overall, great shirt. I absolutely love it. I'll give it 10 out of 10 as a shirt. but I just think the timing's a bit strange. Tally?
Another thing I found out, I don't know whether it's true. You might know the answer to this. You have to have registered the shirt at the beginning of the season to wear it as a league shirt. So we wouldn't have been able to wear it again.
You only allow 3 league shirts.
So I think this is just for Leeds, isn't it? That's it.
Yeah, but the fans couldn't the fans have worn it?
Makes sense. Yeah,
but
I think if they call it a charity shirt, you can, can't you?
Yeah. Bo Brummie could have run around in it, and we could have worn it against Norwich. You know what I mean?
We can wear it in the FA Cup. So the league rule is, yes, you have to register it, and also there's a maximum of 3 kits. So unfortunately for us, the 3rd kit, the red one, had been released and been declared. So therefore, we couldn't do it. You know, are we actually going to see it being worn? Is another question that some people are asking, because we just don't know. You know, they've announced that the training tops and the warm-up tops will be worn for the Leeds game. They haven't actually mentioned about the shirt. So as of yet, nobody actually knows.
No.
But yeah, I think
they did say it's going to be worn.
I do believe you.
I'd have this as like Paul said. I'd have this as next season's home shirt.
100%. Yeah,
that'd do massive for the club. I know money-wise, they'd miss out on selling shirts, etc. But I just think that'd be brilliant wearing the same shirt next year.
I think they could have worn it maybe on the celebration game against Norwich as a pre-match shirt. Yeah. You know, that wouldn't have been frowned upon, would it?
No.
But anyway, it is what it is. It's out and it's released, and obviously there is some people out there that unfortunately are buying them and selling them for 500 quid on eBay.
Yeah,
which is just bang out of order, isn't it? Really, but that's the world we live in. Unfortunately, with whatever comes out that's got value, it's going to happen. Unfortunately,
I mean, as well on that, nobody actually knows whether those people have got shirts.
No,
it's just
it just happens to be that they're putting an eBay thing up after the shirts have been released. But a few people have raised their eyebrows. Oh, this isn't fair. We haven't done this. We haven't done that. And then there's others that are like, well, actually, have they really got a shirt, or is this another person trying on a con?
Yeah, it's the same with the trainers, wasn't it? People, as soon as they got the ballot, they hadn't even picked them up.
No,
and they were selling them on eBay.
Yeah. I do think though that there's got to be a way, so like similar to tickets and stuff like that. Hi, Robbo. I do think that you need to be able to put in your
looking at shirt gate. Look who's wearing
some of these people out that they're getting for free.
I know.
Actual people.
I'm so gutted to disappoint you all with this shirt on. I really am apologising for it.
You're not the only one, Robbo. Tally's got one on as well, mate. So you're not the only one.
It feels good.
But yeah, ladies and gents, I'm delighted to say we're joined by our former captain, Mr. Paul Robinson.
How are you doing?
I was waiting for Chris to play "ooh" then, but he didn't. So how you doing, mate? You all right, Paul? You all right, Robbo? Yeah.
I'm all good, thank you. All good.
Good. Yeah, good. I bet you was. Did you know that shirt was coming as a gift, or did it just
turn up? No, I didn't know it was a shirt. It was a message I received is that we'd like to send you a special gift. So yeah, just give them my address, and then obviously one of my lads sort of give it away a little bit, saying, "Oh, have you received something in the post, like a new shirt?" And I was like, "What are you talking about?" So yeah, played a bit dumb with it.
Yeah, and I bet you was delighted, weren't you, when you first saw it? What were your first thoughts when you opened the box?
Oh, it's a great shirt. Yeah, it's a great shirt. I was like, get me out there again. Let me get playing again.
Yeah, that'd be good.
Where's the shorts?
The uppies and stuff like that. I was going to say, you're turning your head to a bit of social media now, Robert.
No, not as much as what I'd like to. But yeah, I'd like you say, I do like posting a few bits and pieces every now and then when I can. But it's all for a good reason. It's like it's promoting the new shirt. Obviously, very grateful for Birmingham sending me it. So yeah, I think it's always nice when you send them messages out because it appreciates the good times that you had at the football club.
Yeah, absolutely. And if you did get yourself back out there, you'd be saving us a few quid on that left-sided centre half we need as well.
Yeah.
I reckon you'd make a good partnership with Christoph Clara as well, mate, I reckon.
Yeah, Christoph's a player. I like Christoph. I like him a lot. Obviously, Newman's a good player as well. I just think it just takes time. It's Championship's a different level to League One. That's what people have got to understand is obviously Chris wanted to change the squad as well. We're seeing now the changes that he's making. and they will be for the better. And that's the way I'm looking at it. It's all positive. We got to stay positive. That's what we've got to do.
Yeah. What do you make of what you've seen as well so far this season? Then obviously we're just talking about the players that we've signed so far this window. First impressions are really good so far this month, and obviously the outgoings. I was just saying, we've obviously Dykes has gone, and we've got Priskin, and Keshi Anderson's gone, and we've got Osman in. Leonard's gone, and we've got Big John Solis in, who looks solid and really good as well. So from what we've seen so far, we feel like we have upgraded these players that have gone out the door. But it is early days to say for sure, but it does look positive. The early signs are positive.
Yeah, I think as a club, if you want to move forward, and the goal is the Premier League. Look, we're not hiding away from that. That's the ambition of the owners. I'm sure Chris is that ambitious as well as a manager. So if you want to get to the Premier League, you have to build your squad that's Premier League ready. And I look at the players that have come in, and they've added that more experience, a little bit of international quality, again, pace, directness, quality all in and around. And that's not being disrespectful to the players that have left.
No.
We should be, like you say, the club should be grateful for what they did in League One, and they got the club back to the Championship on the first attempt. But in football, we know what it's like. If you want to get to that promised land, then you have to buy proven players that can get to that level.
Yeah. I guess from the Championship to the Prem yourself, when you was at Watford, that promotion, first season in the Prem, when you was in the Prem, you probably saw something similar yourself, didn't you? A lot of outgoings, a lot of incomings.
Not really at Watford. So under Graham Taylor, it was a little bit different. Obviously, Graham was very cautious about changing the squad too much, and he also wanted to be respectful to the players that got to earn them the right to get to the Premiership. So we stuck with pretty much the same squad. Yes, it wasn't healthy in the end because we got relegated, but we all give it a real good go, and we did our best, and that was the main thing. But then when you go to West Brom, obviously Brian Robson was the manager. He attracted players like Kevin Campbell, Carnu came through the door. So you're now attracting Premier League players that are established in that division, and it helps when you got them players alongside the likes of myself, Jonathan Green, and Neil Clement. They're all players that have played in the Premier League. But it's stability, isn't it? That's what it is. We know that first season, you have to manage it to make sure you survive, and then you build from there and try and stay in the divisions as the years go on.
Yeah. But I guess the biggest revolving door you experienced in your career was probably with us, wasn't it? With all the players going and coming in that time.
It was like, what was it? Supermarket sweep. It was like in your trolley, out you go. The difference back then, obviously, is we had owners that we never knew who the owners were. That was as simple as that. And it was, you never knew what players were coming through the door. You never knew what players were leaving the club. So it was hard, but the most important thing is that we tried to stick together. We managed to keep surviving, but we always knew that there would be that possibility, and it happened. We've pushed the reset button, and now look, hopefully Birmingham's on the up again, and that's the most important thing.
Yeah, absolutely. And I was saying earlier before you came on, I remember staying up till midnight to find out that we'd signed Kyle Lafferty and Greg Holford, and look where we are now. I mean, no disrespect to them players, but we've come on a bit since then. We were kind of shopping. We were shopping in the bargain basement, weren't we, at the time? And now we're like, signing players for 7, 8, 9 million. We're definitely progressing rapidly.
Yeah, I wouldn't say they were like bargain. I just think at the time they were the only players that we could afford and go out there.
Yeah. We had no choice, did we?
When you look at their careers with what they've done and where they've been, they would be good signings really to improve and help the squad. But it just it didn't work. It didn't work out.
No.
Somebody's just posted on social media, Paul. We would talk about the changes and what we've had in the transfer window. When you hear that going out of our club in this window, we've lost Williamson, Dykes, Anderson, Sanderson, Samstead, Hansen, Bailey Peacock Farrell, Chang, and then 2 loans in Kumash and Cashin. But we've still got the strength that we've got. It shows what a difference, but also what a clear out we've actually had during January.
Yeah, Tyler Roberts as well.
Tyler Roberts, Mansfield, didn't he?
Yeah. And all the best to every single one of them as well.
Yeah. And also, sorry, Paul. Also, we've got the ones to come back, haven't we? We've got like Laird to come back. Yeah, we've got possibly Buchanan. He could be in and around the squad. There's some to come back.
Damari Gray.
Damari, yeah.
Smiling every time we say Laird, Craig. I'm just wondering why he's back again.
Honestly, when he comes back, I'm going to be the happiest person ever. And I can't wait to have his flag up in the corner.
Does he come straight in for Iwata, do you think?
I think Iwata's his best position, didn't he?
What? Sorry, Robbo, say that again.
Iwata's best position's midfield, and at the moment, Chris sees him as that obviously that solid player that can play at that position, and he's doing a fantastic job. Would he say he's comfortable at it? I've watched him a few times. He looks uncomfortable, and he looks like he is targeted by the opposition because they know where he drifts and what he does. But then when you bring Ethan back, obviously he's an out and out right back, but he bombs on and he gets forward, and he's very positive down the right hand side. So he would be, like you say, the first choice right back to go straight back in.
Yeah. Obviously, you experienced some of these lads yourself, didn't you? So obviously, when Gary Rowett came in, obviously he had you with him, and I think you definitely did all you could to try and keep us up. You couldn't have done any more with what you was given. There's only a few games to go, weren't there? Really?
Yeah, it was tough. It was tough because of you could sense that the players had lost a lot of confidence. There'd been a lot of change and upheaval with managers as well, and the results were not going in their favour. And what you're trying to do in a short space of time is you're trying to just fix problems and hoping that the results come. So no matter what you did on the training ground, because we were structured very well with Gary, with working with him in the past, he's trying to get that organisation back, and it was all about getting confidence as well with the players, of believing that they're good players. But I just think the season itself had just taken a big hit on them, and they couldn't push themselves to go any further. But I mean, like you say, football's a funny game though. You get down to the last game of the season and we win our game, but then so does everyone else when you don't expect them to, especially with the fixtures that they have. Yeah. So football has its funny way as well when you look at it and you just go, well, we have to accept what's happened and we have to move forward quickly. And like you say, the club have done that, and that's credit to the owners, because they have been on the front foot since they came in. They've got a vision, they've got a belief, they're very positive people, and that inspires people as well. And I mean, you've got to put your hands together for them with the players that they brought in so far in this window.
Yeah, I think that sort of backward step that we took, we had to though as well at the same time. I don't think we certainly wouldn't have signed Jay Stansfield. I don't think we'd PSR if we'd have survived, if you know what I mean. So even though we had the money to spend, we would have had to spend it more wisely, wouldn't we? Yes. I do think it happened for a reason. And looking back now, it's kind of like possibly one of the best things that's ever happened to the club in recent years. Even though it was a backward step, it was a rebuild, wasn't it? And we needed it.
Yeah.
To
be honest, though, Paul, I still remember to this day. I mean, coming back after the game down Digbeth, there was smoke bombs and celebrating. It's like we'd won a cup or something.
It was a great day. It was a great day.
Relief. It was just relief.
Yeah.
It was just absolute relief.
Yeah.
So
that word reset, isn't it? It was a reset.
Yeah.
Us as fans got to go to a lot more different stadiums we hadn't been to before, and it was just, I don't know, I enjoyed it. I did enjoy last year.
I mean, Gary Cook said that the comeback will be better than the setback, and my God, it went off, wasn't it?
Yeah.
111 points. Is anyone ever going to beat that? Don't know.
Well, is it that Cardiff now can't lose a game or something?
Yeah, I think they have to win every single game. Yeah.
It just shows, doesn't it, how much we kind of moved and pushed past. Because obviously we had it in the bag, didn't we, really?
Yeah.
February, March time. It just shows that we pushed on and on and on to try and get it.
Yeah, no, absolutely. It was an enjoyable season. It really was. And I'm really excited now about the second half of this season. I think we will have a better second half to this season than we did in the first half, especially hopefully away from home. You ever had that yourself, Robbo, in your playing career where you just couldn't buy a win, or you've had a nightmare away from home, but you were really good at home?
Yeah, plenty of times. But as a footballer, you can never give up. You just still got to keep working together, keep trying to do the right things, and know that it will click one day. And as soon as that happens, then your confidence grows and you get that more belief. Away from home, everyone finds it tougher because of that 12th man of the crowd when you go to them games. And if you go to certain games where you've got a fiery crowd and lively, it makes it harder for you as an opposition team to go and get a result. But I think when you're in a run of what Blues were in, where it was we're not winning away from home and we need to find a way or different solutions. I think it's just having that belief, knowing that yeah, we can do this. And then once you get it, you go into the next away game knowing that you've just done it and you can do it again. And we saw that against Oxford. I think when you watch the game, I watched a bit of the highlights, is Oxford started on the front foot because in their minds it was like, right, Birmingham are not very good at home, so let's be on the front foot, let's cause them a few problems. But once you nullify that, their threats, and once you deal with it and you grow into the game with the quality of Blues players, then now it's a harder game for Oxford because all of that they went for at the start of the game, now they've run out of ideas. And I just felt Birmingham's quality came out on top in the end. That's what it was.
Yeah, absolutely. Chris, we got any early questions coming in for Robbo at all?
Until we got AT&T Business Internet, we used to have a guy sleep at the warehouse. His only job was to reset the router overnight when the internet would cut out. If he missed it, we missed orders. One time, he operated a forklift while sleepwalking. One should never sleep fork. Now we have AT&T Business Internet. It stays up so Dave can lie down at home. Thanks, Dave. Thanks, AT&T Business.
AT&T Business Internet. Connecting changes everything.
I'll turn my mic on and you can hear me okay.
Robbo,
how much did you enjoy being manager of Stratford Town?
Oh, good question. I wasn't the manager, so let's clear that one up. I went in to help the manager, which was Paul Davis. So he was the manager. It might have looked like I was being it because I did pretty much everything. But no, it was good. It was good fun. I enjoyed it. Great group of lads, really good group of lads. And that non-league feeling of, it brought me back to my youth with my grassroots days where you just had so much fun. But no, I really enjoyed it. Yeah, really enjoyed. Even though it was a short spell, and I offered my services because I wasn't working at the time, was to go in and help. And it's like you say, it's my local club from where I live, and they was having a bit of a rough time. So yeah, I offered to just go in and get back on my coaching and go and help them out as much as I could.
Yeah. While you're on that, sorry, Chris, go on.
I was going to say, and also, have you got a book out? If not, why not?
I've got a book out. Yeah. Yeah.
Go on, plug it.
The Blues one, Keith Dixon wrote it. Me and Keith sat down together, and I remember it. And I'll tell you why I remember it is because it was after the Bournemouth defeat that it got released when we lost 8-1.
8-1.
Timing's everything, isn't it?
Is it timing?
Good. Yeah, it's been out a while. It's been out a while now, isn't it, Robbo?
Yeah, that one. Yeah, but it's not. It wasn't really my autobiography because it was more Keith wanting to talk about my career, me as a person. So yeah, but it was really enjoyable. I haven't done nothing like that before, so it was good working with Keith.
Yeah, it couldn't have been easy coming out after that defeat against Bournemouth to talk to the cameras because I think you were the only one that did at the time.
It's part of your job. It's what you get. You have to do it, and it's my mentality is to not hide. I won't shy away from things. Yes, it was a humiliating result, and we didn't play to the levels that we know that we're capable of. But you have to front these things up as a player because that's part of your role and part of your job is to do these dirty bits that you have to deal with.
Yeah. Tell us a bit about what you're doing now then. Is it Oxford City that you're with at the moment?
Yes. So I've gone in at Oxford City to help with the first team. So I'm doing that full time now. I was part time, doing it 3 days a week, but now I'm in Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, and then game days at the weekends. Got a game tomorrow. We're away at Ratcliffe tomorrow, so looking forward to that. That'll be a good test for us. But yeah, no, I'm enjoying it. Again, another great group of lads. Doing some real good work with them, working closely with Ross Jenkins, the manager, who's a really good guy. So at the moment, everything's going really well. Obviously, we're not in the position that we want to be in. But like you say, with football and you get a good couple of results, it takes you out of that position and moves you up the table. But yeah, no, I really enjoy working with everyone. So yeah, I'm really enjoying it. But that's only till the end of the season, that job. Yeah.
And is there a good relationship between Oxford City and Oxford United as well, I guess, or is there no links there at all?
There's good relationships with all the local clubs. Really, we've got Ellis O'Shea with us at the moment from Blues, the young lad in the 21s. So he's with us on loan. So yeah, so we've connected with all the clubs in the local area, and we try and bring them in and give them game time, and it's great. It's great development for the young players as well because it's men's football.
Yeah, oh, absolutely, yeah. And you're lacing your boots up yourself still as well. You're still having a game.
Still joining training, yeah. I still keep myself fit. Yeah, but I'm doing running as well because I've got the London half marathon coming up at the middle of April. So I'm keeping myself fit and busy.
Brilliant. Excellent.
Just one more question from Lisa Field's young lad. He wants to know, which game do you remember most from your career? We'll say at Blues.
At Blues, I'll definitely say the Bolton game, the 2-2 to survive. I think that was a key moment for us as a football club, but also for the fans, for the players. That relief at the end of it to know that you survived. It was a tough season, that one, and that one will always stay in my mind again because it was the great escape, but it just meant so much of where the club could possibly have gone.
Could we name the starting 11? Anyone?
Randolph in goal. I'll start.
Robbo played.
I'll take it. Rob. I'll take it. You know it, Rob, off the top of your head.
I did. I got one wrong actually when you asked me last time.
Okay, I'd go Randolph in goal. I'd go Cadiz.
Obviously, yeah.
Hayden Mullins was next to you at the back, wasn't he?
He was, yeah.
Left back, was it Hancock's? Mitch Hancock's?
No.
It wasn't, because he got the assist, didn't he, for Ziggy's header? He must have come off the bench then.
Yeah, Mitch came on.
Oh, okay. Left back then. Wasn't David Murphy, was it? He'd gone by then.
No.
Yeah, he'd gone by then.
Jonathan Grounds? No.
No, before Grounds. Oh, God, what have I done here?
First name's right.
Jonathan Spector.
Yeah,
holding midfield.
Caddy played holding midfield.
Oh, did he? So
yeah, Caddy played holding midfield in that game to start with.
So who was right back then? Oh, God. I've stumped myself with a question here.
This is a first.
The way you said that, I thought you knew the answers.
No, I can't remember. Obviously, Zigic was up front, wasn't he? Ziggy was up front.
Jordan
Ibe came on a sub, didn't he?
Ibe came on.
I was going to say Ibe came on a sub, yeah.
Oh, he was in midfield.
Okay.
Tom Adeyemi, did he play?
Tom Adeyemi.
Yeah, he was in midfield, wasn't he, with Cadiz? Who was on the wings? Chris Burke.
Novak.
Yeah, Chris Burke. Did he play? Chris Burke.
Berkey played wide right, yeah.
Berkey played wide right. We're nearly there now, aren't we? We just need the right back, don't we?
Right back.
Not Neil Eadley, was it?
No, Erds was out injured.
Oh, wow.
God. Well, I thought you lot would know this by now.
It's been a long day, Robbo.
I'm more impressed with the fact that we've stumped Paul. So he's
himself. You haven't stumped me. I've stumped myself.
Himself.
Rob, come on, Rob. You was there.
We're just looking.
Claire's thinking. She's got to know. Surely, right back, Claire.
Was you there, Claire?
Which game was it again?
2014.
2014. Bolton away. Survival.
No, I couldn't get a ticket for that.
I was there. I can't remember.
I can't remember for the life of me. It was right back.
Josh Pearce, Hughes.
The whole show. Anyway, someone help us out on the shout boxes, surely.
Hughes, Cadiz.
Emir Hughes.
Emir Hughes.
He scored one of the best goals at Middlesbrough away, didn't he? What a goal that was. He was right behind that, wasn't he?
You know what? He was such a good player. He was just injury prone.
Yeah.
He just picked up some really nasty injuries. But yeah, technically, really good footballer, good footballing brain.
Yeah, I bet you knew right behind him, weren't you, for that goal at Middlesbrough? You must have knew it was in as soon as he hit it.
Oh, as soon as he hit it, you could tell. Yeah, it was in.
Yeah. Brilliant goal.
Yeah.
Here's a good question, Robbo. If Robbo couldn't have been a defender, what position would he want to play, and who would he want to play next to?
I actually. When Gary Rowett came over, he put me sitting midfield for a few games. I really like that role in midfield. I really enjoyed that position. And if I had to play with anybody that was in the Blues team at the time, I would probably say Hayden Mullins. Like I played with him at centre half against Hayden Mullins was my centre half partner at Bolton. So yeah, but as a midfield player, Hayden was top draw as well.
Yeah. Crystal Palace, wasn't he? And West Ham.
Yeah,
really good player. Yeah, he was. I
Good
can't concentrate now. I've got to know who that right back was.
Everybody's out there googling as we speak. Rob, there's another couple of questions that have come in. Linked in a way to the way it was and what we've just been discussing about Birmingham.
Yes,
slightly off topic though. In the first question's from Mike Hill.
Yep,
and it said, on February the 10th, who are you supporting, Blues or Albion?
I wasn't going to put that one.
Oh,
No pressure. So we'll go over that one. But the serious question that came in was, based on what's going on at the moment, do you think that Albion going through what Birmingham went through and potentially being relegated would be the reset button for them as well? It's great. It's a great question, that one.
Who's that question from, that one?
It's actually come from your brother.
Oh, was it? Nice. It's a great question. And the answer to that is I don't think West Brom will do exactly what Birmingham have done. I think if they went down, it would be disastrous.
They haven't got the owners, have they?
No. They haven't got the backing. They would find it really tough, and they would have to rebuild the whole club.
Yeah.
Robbo, do you think Albion will go down?
Possibly. I'm worried. Yeah, I'm really worried for West Brom at this moment in time. Yeah, I look at the fixtures that are coming up. I look at the lack of activity in the transfer window and players leaving as well now. I'd be really worried if I was a West Brom fan at this moment in time.
So I look at Man United at the minute with Carrick going in there, as the interim.
Yeah.
Why not? I mean, obviously they bought this guy in whose name I can't even remember from America. Nobody's got any idea who he is. He doesn't know our game. He doesn't know the league. And you've got the likes of yourself, obviously, that would jump at the chance, no doubt, wouldn't you, to go and manage it, even if you was interim.
I'd love to. I'd love to go. West Brom is a really, really close club to my heart. I had some unbelievable memories there at that football club with winning promotions. I find it hard when I watch it now at this moment in time. I do find it really hard watching that club suffer.
Yeah. If they got the likes of yourself and Super Kev together to form a team, a management team, a bit like Carrick's done with Johnny Evans, etc. There, I think you'd probably find they'd be getting more better results, and you'd be getting a tune out of the players more so possibly than what's there at the moment.
We'd give it a best go. It would be classed as you're not experienced enough. That's what the word is when you haven't done the management or you haven't been involved in that hierarchy type thing. But for me, it's a load of rubbish. I've got plenty of experience. I've been coaching now for 7 years, so I know what I'm doing. They just use that as an out. That's what they do now sometimes.
I don't get it at all. I really don't. And
you can't get experience unless you're involved. I mean, at the end of the day,
would you get experience?
You've got to go in. You've got to give it a go. Yeah. And in some areas you'll succeed, in other areas you fail, but you learn from the mistakes. And this is what I don't understand about football nowadays. It's got to be a name all the time, and it doesn't have to be a name. It doesn't have to be a name.
No.
Well, the Baggies haven't even done that, have they? Nobody's ever heard of him.
No.
He came from America, didn't he? And Man U's number 2, I believe.
He's an English bloke, isn't he? Yeah.
Oh, is he? Sorry, I thought he was American.
He's English.
He come from America.
He's
English.
Yeah, he was at Minnesota. He was the manager there, but he's been at Manchester United. Yeah. So
was he? Right.
I think he was under 21s or under 18s coach.
Oh, was he? Right. Okay.
Again, no, it's like you say. It's no disrespect to the MLS, but it's totally different to Championship football.
Yeah.
Especially doing a dogfight as well. You need someone who's going to have a bit of grit about them, and if they're falling out with the players and the fans. We've been there.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. I mean, there's not many bad stories about ex-players of clubs going back there as the manager. The especially we've been okay at Blues. Over the years, we've obviously Gary Rowett, Lee Bowyer, Trevor Francis, Steve Bruce. They all did reasonably well with what they were given, and even when you look at other clubs as well, it seems to be a pretty good story in football, doesn't it? Really.
Well, it's a connection, isn't it? You've got a connection with the fans, you've got a connection with the club. You know the history. You know pretty much before you go into to take the team. You know what your best team is and the formation. That's what I don't understand is a lot of these managers don't understand what formation to play. Well, you've got the players right in front of you to understand what the formation is. It's then getting that good structure into them and getting them to understand what West Brom's all about and getting believing that they're good players. And they are. Yeah. West Brom players are now. I look at the Portsmouth result at the weekend, and it's now becoming aggressive between the fans and players, and that's never a good sign. Never a good sign.
No, not at all. No. Claire, you got anything you want to ask Robbo?
Well, I know who the right back is because I've just researched it.
So Google's giving the answer.
Go on.
All right, Claire. Go on.
Is it Riley?
Callum Riley.
Callum Riley.
Surely he was in midfield and Cadiz was right back, wasn't it?
No, because Clarkey mixed everyone up that day. He played because obviously he played Caddy in midfield, so Caddy was like sitting midfielder in the game. Yeah.
Yeah, I remember Cadiz playing in midfield.
Callum might have played left back, and then Specs might have played right back.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Because Callum's left-footed.
Yeah,
well, he's both footed.
Yeah,
Callum. So yeah, he's got a good balance about him. Callum Riley. He was another talented young player who I really enjoyed working with. Him and Mitch. They were good young lads at the club at the time.
Yeah.
But yeah, his career sort of went towards League One, League Two, towards the end of it.
Am I right in saying he's just an office worker now, isn't he? I think he works in recruitment.
I think he's got has he got his own business, Callum?
It's something like that, yeah. He married away from home.
He might be director or something, yeah. But no, but again, like I say, people's pathway. Sometimes when you lose that love for football, or you know that it's not what you really wanted it to be, then you go and look for other things to entertain yourselves. And yeah. But he was a great lad. Really enjoyed working.
Now, one player I'm really looking forward to seeing get fit again is Damari Gray, and get him amongst all these new players that we've signed. And just give us an insight, Robbo. I know you played with him as a kid, didn't you, when he first broke into our team? And what was he like back then? What was he like back then to captain and to lead as a young kid, like coming through the academy with so much talent?
Hey, he was a great lad. Really, like you say, level-headed guy. Always wanted to be better, and that's what I liked about him. He always worked hard in training, and then he always took that into games. Even though he was a young lad, he made mistakes, but there's nothing wrong with that. Damari always learned from it. But yeah, you could see that he was going to be an exciting talent. And when teams that you say are watching exciting, attacking wingers nowadays, they're snapped up pretty quickly. And Damari was one of them. I think he went for really cheap compared to what we could have got for him. But he was a really talented player, and it's great to see him back now at the club that he loves. But yeah, he's had a really good career, and he, like you say, if you go on and win the Premier League with Leicester, you know you're doing well.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. And he's still only 28, 29, isn't he? You know, he feels like he's been playing. Yeah.
Yeah, it's scary. It's
so
scary.
Got him. Yeah. We've actually got him now in his peak, haven't we?
Well, hopefully if we can get him back fit, because he's a talented player, and when you watch him, he makes a difference. That's what Damari does. He's the type of player that will change a game just at a split a second. And that's why I was like a little bit disappointed with the Lewis Kumas one, because I really like Lewis. I watched him a lot when he was at Stoke. And I saw the similarities of what he would bring to a team, and it just didn't quite work for him. Whether that would have been game time, obviously that in and out, not really having a run in the team, confidence low again. But yeah, he's a talented player, and he will be one to look out for, because he will grow and he will develop the right way. And he's gone to Hull now, hasn't he? I think he scored, didn't he?
Yes,
So that'll do him a world of good, is that now he'll go to a club where hopefully he plays till the end of the season, and he will chip in with assists and goals, because he's that type of player. He's an exciting winger.
Yeah, definitely. I also want to wish Jude Bellingham a speedy recovery as well. He went off with a pretty nasty injury, didn't he, yesterday?
Hamstring. Did he do his hamstring?
Yeah. So hopefully it's not too bad and he can be available for the World Cup, because I think we would miss him, wouldn't we, without him in the World Cup. We've got great players to come in, don't get me wrong, but I just think he's got that aura about him, hasn't he, to get you over the line when you really need something, like he proved in the last Euros.
Well, he adds goals, doesn't he? That's what he does. Yeah. Everyone relies on Harry Kane, but then Jude always pops up with them important goals. So yes, hopefully it's not a long-term injury, and hopefully it's a quick recovery, and we'll see him wearing that England shirt in the summer, hopefully at the World Cup.
Really hope so. Yeah. You any contact with him yourself nowadays? Obviously, I know you was coaching him as a lad, weren't you?
Yes, only bits and pieces through social media. It's impossible now when you're at Real Madrid. You're well protected over there. But no, it's nice to just message him every now and then. But it's great to see what he's doing. You could see the potential. He's just an unbelievably talented player, and he works extremely hard, and he deserves what he's got because he's driven to get to that level.
Yeah. Now, to the day, almost like 6 years ago, yourself and Tom came into the studio, if you remember, and we did a show with Tom, didn't we, in Chris's studio? And I remember you saying like it was yesterday. We were obviously raving about him, but that was the season that he was with us, 2019-20. It was literally like 2 months before COVID all kicked off.
Yeah.
And I remember you saying, like, you know, that there's nothing to stop him going all the way to the top. And I guess we probably wouldn't have predicted that he'd have finished up at Real Madrid as quickly as what he did. But
yeah,
you was definitely right what you were saying there.
Yeah, but it's like any player now. If you have the right mentality and you have the right desire and hard work and ability, you can go wherever you want to. But it's down to you. It's down to what you want to do as a footballer. Obviously, people will always look at me being limited with but I drove myself to different levels. I surprised myself as a footballer because I kept pushing my boundaries of what type of player I was. But I also wanted to learn something different in me. So I ended up having a great career, and everyone could be the same if they put their mind to it and they do the right things and they look after themselves properly.
Yeah. Is it right to say that the peak of a footballer, like going back to my comment about Damari Gray at his peak, what is the reason for that? Like, say from 27 to 32, they say that's a footballer's peak. Is that right?
Probably because your body's fully grown, your muscles are stretched to the max of your body with where they're at, and then it's just looking after yourself. I don't know. Science nowadays they'll have all totally different reasons of why. Never put my finger on it, but for me it was just looking after myself each year, preparing myself properly, was having a really good pre-season. I think if you get a real good base in you from pre-season, your body then will be robust enough to manage throughout the season, especially with like the top ups and all that. It's once you pick up these niggly little injuries, you're obviously there's that setback then of you've got to go back to square one to rebuild yourself up to go again.
Yeah. Tally, give us some Robbo memories, mate. Was you at Derby away when he scored that cracking header from about 5 centimetres, was it, Robbo?
They all count.
No.
They all count.
Loads of memory. I'm rubbish with remembering the specific ones, but I've got one there. So it's a bit of a personal one. I was at corporate with a lad called Mark Barber. Yeah, and I was in the box with Colin Doyle, and we were waiting for you, and you was like, "Oh, I've got to get changed." And 1 minute you're standing there, the other side of the glass. Next minute you're fully changed. You got changed in the padded area.
Yeah,
and we went out up town afterwards. I remember that night. I've got loads of selfies of you because every time everyone wanted a picture, you was taking the pictures of, let's say, me and Colin Doyle, and all I've got is you smiling. There's none of me and Colin Doyle, just you smiling. So that was good. It's a good night.
Brilliant.
Yeah. Craig?
I think, there's obviously all the ins and outs and the hard tackles that everybody remembers, because I think that's the one thing as a Birmingham fan we always stick by it, and that's that you like a person that's not afraid to put the foot in. And that's what I always loved about it. But the one thing I'd say, Robbo, is you wore your heart on your sleeve no matter which club you were at. But I suppose actually, as a fan, it was like Paul Robinson coming to Birmingham, really? And he was like, everybody was at one point was like, but we remember what happened in those other games, and then you come through and you won us over. But how did that feel as a player? I mean, do you think you had to work harder to win the fans over, or was it just a case of, do you know what, as soon as I put my tackle in, I knew what was happening?
Before we got AT&T Business Internet, whenever we needed to get another device set up in the office, we called Janet's nephew. Charged us in pizza bites and energy drinks. He once renamed the network to New England Clam Router. Professional? Not really. Necessary? At the time, yes. Now we've got AT&T Business Internet. Easy to set up, no nephews required.
AT&T Business Internet. Connecting changes everything.
Yeah, you know what Birmingham City is all about. It's like you were always there as a player against them at St Andrews, so you knew what the fans expected. And I knew that you were my cup of tea. Yeah, whatever went on in the past, obviously that's football. And there was no malice in it with DJ. We've spoken since before that, which is great.
It's good.
But this is like you live on, when you're a footballer, you live on the edge of your seat as a player. It's like I wanted to like make sure that whatever I left on the pitch, I would crawl off. That was my goal, is that I went on the pitch knowing that I needed to leave everything out there. And if I left everything out there, I knew I'd given my all and done my best. And that's what I wanted to do with Birmingham. Whatever went on before in the background, I never really thought of that. I just wanted to do well for Birmingham City Football Club. That was what I was as a player.
And my God, you did off. You really did. Especially
I loved
during...
it. I loved it. I loved it, even though it was hard work. It was a tough time to play for a football club, especially with what was going off the field. I think that was more of the problems at Birmingham at the time. Is there was no real focus on the team or what was going on the pitch. It was more what was going off of it, and it was trying to control that. It was trying to manage the young lads that were coming on loan to make them feel comfortable and to get them to understand what football's all about, what Birmingham City's all about. And I can remember like some of the, and you must as well as fans of, look, I'll make Dan Burn was an example. When he came to Birmingham, he had a real uncomfortable period at Birmingham. But when you look at him now, if you asked him that question, did that make you a better person knowing what you dealt with at Birmingham to now go on and what you've done? It does. It makes you a better person because you've experienced that. You've experienced that real life, tough times of what you've had to cope with, but you've also had to cope with the fans are giving you a little bit of stick, but you've got on with it. And that's credit to Dan. He's got on with it. And his career now has gone from Brighton, Newcastle to playing for England. So what a career he's had. But you ask any player, they have to go through them tough times to come out the other side to go on and do really well for themselves.
Yeah. I saw him on a League of Their Own actually as well, and he's such a great guy, isn't he? As well, you know, he's a great guy,
Dan. He's a great character. He's a real bubbly guy. He's really, like you say, down to earth. He's not fussed by all the limelights. He's not. He will do what I would do, and that's have your pictures taken with fans when you need to have pictures taken. Enjoy your family time when you need to switch off, but also, like you say, let your hair down and be like a human being and have fun.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, I think I don't know whether these are going to come through on camera, but I've just been sent to it that hopefully can be seen. There's some pictures from a particular evening when. Well, I mean, you know, what's more interesting, you know, seeing Robbo there, but also the other person with hair. That's the first. But I've got to say, I've had a text message from an ex-manager of yours. I actually put on here that you were the best player and pro they ever signed, and there was then 3 applause emojis straight after that. And that's from Lee Clark.
Lee Clark.
And he's how much he enjoyed you being at the club, but resonating with what you'd said, how you helped the youngsters through the tough times as well.
Yeah. You have to be that support system. No matter how much you're trying to focus on your own game, you have to help the younger generation, and you have to get them to understand what football's all about. It's like it's real stuff, especially when you're getting abused by fans, not only like to your face, but on social media. You've got to deal with it. You've got to take it. You can't react sometimes in them ways. So it was a real good learning curve for me as well to be, like you say, that then I lead into my coaching now with knowing how I speak to players sometimes and how I come across to help the generation as well now. It was all, for me being at Birmingham, it sort of made me develop more as a person as well, not just on the field, but off it. So it helped. It really helped. And Lee was obviously a big part in that because we actually spoke in the summer before he signed me in when I later came in, when obviously the club had all the injuries. But he couldn't do it at the time because obviously the squad was quite big. It was just talks, but it was nice. It was, like you say, it was to get that first initial talk with Clarkey and see how we both felt, which way did we see it? And then, later on down the line, you get that phone call saying, Robbo, can you come in? We want to have a look at you. And it just went from there, really. And I mean, I loved it. I love working with Clark. He was a top guy. And he brought the best out of me again, like as a player and as a person. And that's why I've got a lot of respect for him. And it's great to see his lad now, Bobby, doing so well at Derby because he's a talented player like his old man.
Yeah. He was some player as well, when he Lee Clark in his day.
He was a joke. He was like, to play against just that midfielder, like the control, the aggression as well. He was an aggressive player, scored goals, really important goals. He was a real good footballer, Lee, and you can see it. You can see it in Bobby. You can see Bobby's intelligence is the same as his dad's.
Yeah. If he'd have been a bit younger, Lee Clark, he would have been a lot more England caps because obviously he was around at the same time as Paul Ince and Gazza, wasn't he, and people like that. But, you know, over like going back sort of 10, 15 years, you know, he definitely would have played a lot more when you look at the midfielders we had back then. I'm not saying now we'd like Declan Rice and Jude Bellingham, but maybe like 10 years ago from now,
Yeah.
I think he might have. I'd like to say I think he was as good as Jordan Henderson. Do you?
Oh yeah.
Right.
Lee was much better person, a better player than Jordan Henderson. Yeah, 100%.
I think so as well.
Like you say, it's right place, right time, isn't it? That's what it is.
Yeah.
And when in our generation we were competing against the best. I mean, I was competing against Ashley Cole, Wayne Bridge. I knew that whatever I did and how well I was playing, I was never going to get in front of them two. That was the way it is. And I even played with players like you say, with like Jonathan Greening, and he was never getting in front of Paul Scholes, Frank Lampard, Steven Gerrard, and Jonathan Green was an unbelievable footballer, like a joke of a midfield player. But he was always up against them players.
Yeah, absolutely. Curtis Davies as well is another one. He was a top draw centre half, wasn't he, as well?
Yeah, Curtis. Yeah, Curtis was a top draw centre half, but he was, like you say, you're competing against the Terrys, Woodgates, Ferdinands. It's tough. It's tough to sort of break into that. And England were never going to change it. I like what they're doing now. They're giving different people different opportunities, and I like that. If your form's good for your club, you deserve your opportunity. That's the way I look at it. I think you deserve the opportunity to be proven that you can play for your country. Yeah.
Claire, any Robbo memories yourself?
Just similar to Craig, really. Just put himself about. Got a few red cards here and there. Hot-headed, exactly like how I used to play as well. So we just learn from the best. But one question I do want to ask. With the team, what would your joint Blues and West Brom team be? That you've played with?
I was gonna something similar to that. Yeah, that's a good question.
Yeah. Cool. This is tough. This one. Right, in goal, I'm going to go with Dean Kiley. Dean Kiley was quality at West Brom. Yeah, really good goalkeeper. Loved working with Dino. Left back.
Sorry to interrupt. I'll never forget a save he pulled off at St Andrews from Christoph Duger. He point blank header when he was at Charlton, though. It was unbelievable. I don't know how he saved it to this day.
Yeah.
But sorry, carry on.
Yeah, centre halves. I would definitely go. Curtis Davis would be in there because obviously with West Brom and played with him at Blues as well. So Curtis would be centre half. It's a tough one at left back because Murph was injured when I came in. So I'm going to go with Neil Clement at left back. I would pick myself, but I'm not. So I'm going to go with Neil Clement at left back. Right back again. Right back, I would have had Kari, but Kari was injured as well. So I missed playing with Kari, but obviously played against him over the years. But I'm going to go with at right back. I will go with Cole Hopkins. Remember Cole Hopkins?
Remember the name?
He used to play for Stoke, so he was really good, solid fullback, up and down. Yeah, really good competitive right back. So yeah, I'd say Cole Hopkins would be the one. Centre half. Let me think. Centre half. I'll come back to that one. Wide. It's going to sound bad, but it's a majority of flipping West Brom players when I think about it.
Though, you were in the Prem, weren't you, with the Baggies?
West Brom. So West Brom's definitely Jonathan Green in the midfield. And I'm going to go Robert Corran as well in that midfield.
He was good.
He was decent.
Good shot on him, didn't he?
Yeah. Wide left, I would probably say Damari Gray. So I would say Damari, even though Brunty was top draw, but Damari had that little bit of extra quality with the way that he would run with the ball. So I'm going to put Damari wide left. Wide right is really, really close between Chris Burke, Nathan Redmond, but I'm going to go with Zoltan Gira. So Zoltan Gira.
He was good.
Yeah, he was class, Zoltan. And then I'm going to go up front, Kevin Phillips, and I'm going to go Jeff Horsfield.
Ooh,
So Kevin Phillips and Jeff Horsfield.
Some team that is.
So centre half, it would have to be, Jonas Olsen, Curtis Davis and Jonas Olsen.
Okay.
Jonas is quality, really good player.
That side would be knocking on the door in the Championship now for top two, wouldn't it? Probably win the league actually in the Championship, wouldn't it? And it'd probably survive in the Prem as well.
Yeah, be competitive. Really competitive, and that's not like. And I've played with some great players at Birmingham, like your Stevie Caldwell's, your Wade Elliott's, your Darren Ambroses, and all that. But I just felt that the players there that I've named are the ones that I had consistency with. Like they would be the ones that would be consistently robust players that would last season after season.
Yeah, you did all right with Morrow as well, didn't you, at the back? Michael Morrison.
Yeah, Morrow was good. Yeah, Morrow was really good. Yeah, Morrow was a good solid centre half. But what did I have with Morrow? Probably only season and a bit with Morrow.
I thought I'd just give him a shout in case he's watching. You know what I mean? Yeah. Someone's made a good comment about players around at the wrong time. Robbie Fowler. How many England caps would he have had if he'd have been playing, in a different generation?
Yeah.
So, and then we got the Who? Kevin as well, right? Yeah, absolutely.
You got loads of strikers in that generation. It was terrible, wasn't it? I mean, you had like Jermaine Defoe, Darren Bent. They were prolific goal scorers, but never had a chance because the players that were already in the England team.
Yeah. And Andy Cole as well is another one.
Yeah.
Go on, Chris.
Here we go.
I used to train with the boys from the first team. Go and watch the games, see them playing the packed stadium. People.
You say that, Robert? Say it again, Robert.
Aaron Randolph.
Yeah,
Too easy.
Easy that was, wasn't it? And that, ladies and gentlemen, was the Barnets and the Who.
Very, very quick Who.
That's the quickest ever, I think.
Yeah, absolutely.
Paul, we've had obviously been a double win this week.
Yep, that's next on my list. You've beat me
now, what a fantastic result for the ladies yesterday. So again, it's coming up against a Nottingham Forest team that are new to the league, but actually are doing really well. Been pretty stable, led by Carly. But Amy just set the team out, new faces coming in. And it's similar to the men's, really. What we saw straight away was the group gelling. Some absolute beautiful football played, throughout the whole of the game. And I don't think I've ever been at a game where I have seen a 6-minute hat-trick. However, we saw that with Lotta Lundstrom. Fantastic in the second half. But 5-1 win. And I've got to say, it could well have been more. The goalkeeper kept them in it with some great saves and their defensive blocks as well. But Charlton drawing at the weekend now means that we're within touching distance of them again at the top half of the table. With some games coming up that we will do well in. Durham coming up at the weekend. Then we've got our FA Cup game coming up as well. So it's worth getting down if you possibly can. So, people ask how many people go to the games. 1,500, just over 1,500 were there yesterday. Which is a good turnout, but we know it can be better. We've seen it before where there's been 7,500, near enough 8,000 down there. So, Amy and the girls are doing really, really well. We can back these to the WSL and hopefully the title. It could come down, even though we don't want it to. But the last game of the season is actually away at Charlton. So we want to be up and champions by that point in time. But we can't do that without the backing of everybody. So if you can get down to the games, keep an eye out for the details of all of the tickets. They are available. And as I've said before, if you are part of a group where you have a girls' football team, all the lads, and you want to be part of the sister club at with the Blues, then sign up because there's then offers a galore on tickets and opportunities to have coaching sessions and various different things. As the OSC as well, I can say that we've got the flag bearing opportunity coming up in the match in March. So watch out for those details. But our young members will have an opportunity to be there, helping the team out onto the pitch, waving those flags as they do it. So it's a great opportunity for that. But overall, double win, and hopefully we'll see a few more of these. And well done to Amy and the team for building a phenomenal squad. And we'll talk about the men building it for the Premier League. They're definitely building it for the Women's Super League. They're young, eager players that have come through the door. We broke our club record with a midfielder coming in who as well popped up with a goal with Lidemar at the weekend. So it's just looking very, very, very rosy. Well done to Amy, Hope, and all the people at the club. Let's see that promotion coming over the line now.
Yeah, I think you'll see an increase in the capacity when they are in. Well, I'll say when they are in the WSL. Let's be positive.
They will.
Yeah, and do you know what? I'd just love to. What I would say is, we said it last week, but I'd love to see those people that will turn out just because it's in the WSL to come down now and give it a go now, just to see. You know, like I say, it's a totally different atmosphere. I'm not going to say it's just like the men's. It's far from it. It's more of a family time, but there's still some wicked football played. And, you know, if we'd have been down there watching the men's playing some of what we saw on Sunday, everybody would have been cooing and going, oh, my God, that's absolutely fantastic. Let's get behind the ladies and see it as well, because at the end of the day, they're wearing blue and white and they're taking our club, hopefully, to the promotion and the big league again.
Yeah. We haven't mentioned, obviously, today, Patrick Roberts has made his loan move from Sunderland permanent.
The postman.
The postman, yeah. Hopefully, I'm delighted to hear that, to be honest, from what I've seen of him so far this season. I've been really impressed. You seen a lot of him yourself, Robbo? Patrick Roberts?
Yeah, I like Patrick a lot. He done a fantastic job at Sunderland. And it's always that one as a footballer, isn't it? Where you're on loan, you're never sure with what's happening next. But it's great. It's great that Birmingham have now timed him down. He's a real good signing. Yeah, really good signing.
Yeah. We got him on a 2-year deal till 2028. So let's see how we go. Obviously with him until 2028. But yeah, a real top quality player at this level, that's for sure.
Yeah.
Okay, so
the club are putting a little bit of a teaser out, because they've just updated their X profile.
Yes,
and it just simply says, fancy another one, ? So there's obviously something going to be announced shortly.
Depends.
Have we ever had that on the show before? Like a live signing on the show when the show's actually on? I don't think we have.
We probably had it when it was back at 12 o'clock midnight, and we probably had.
Yeah, true.
We've signed, I don't know, Check and Doyle or something.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? The wrong end or we've signed, I don't know, like you said, Halford turns up.
Yeah.
Check and Doyle. Perhaps you could do a little like a Wagner, Chris, and stand over behind you, but have a new signing.
Come in.
Now we know why the camera was turned. He was secretly going into the studio.
Yeah, absolutely. Should we go around the room? Go on, Chris.
Just one more quick question from a chap who on YouTube, TwixFN 9386. Does Robbo think he could get into the current side at your peak?
At my peak?
Mm-hmm. Obviously.
Yes.
And where would you fit in? Yeah, that'd be good.
Left back.
Mm-hmm.
Or left-sided centre
back.
back.
I'll just put your left-sided centre back with Lava.
To be fair, I do like Wagner. I think that's a very good signing.
Yeah.
I think he's brought a lot. I like Cochrane as well, but they're totally different players. But what Wagner brings, he brings that energy down the left-hand side where he assists. He gets forward quite well. Good delivery as well. He's got really good delivery with his crosses. So it'd be nice. It would be good eventually to see him and Damari down the left to see what they do.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Agreed.
Yeah. I'm watching do you watch much of the Premier League nowadays?
Yeah, I'm watching. Yeah, I'll watch all games. Yeah, when I can.
Yeah. What do you make of obviously the level now compared to when you played in it? Because there's so many. Absolutely. Yeah, it's just not. Yeah,
it's boring. Yeah, I don't. I when people ask me, I played in the best generation. I'm like, no one's ever going to take that away from me. I played against the Bergkamps, the Henrys, the Vieiras, the Petites, proper players, proper footballers, Scholes, like Keane. They were proper football people, but them games were full steam ahead as well. It was like quality, but fast and furious. Now I turn games off. I get bored. Bored.
Yeah. It's not as enjoyable as it was when you played in it.
It's tepid, isn't it?
I mean, you could literally go on for 10 minutes with players' names that you played against and with, that are miles better than anybody we're watching in the Premier League now.
So, different type of football, isn't it? Completely different type of football now.
Yeah, the generation's been brought up now with a totally style different football. That's what it is.
Yeah.
It's the Pep Guardiola era. Everyone wants to be Pep Guardiola. Instead of just be yourself as a manager, everyone wants to be this, I'm a mini Pep. I like what they do. I'm going to copy it. Well, no, just be yourself.
Yeah.
Believe what you think's right for your team and do it.
I think Michael Carrick's proving that at the moment as well, isn't he? I'm not the biggest Man United. I'm not a Man United fan. I don't really like Man United that much, but he's just proving going in there that you don't need to put square pegs in round holes, do you? At the end of the day, you play your players to their best positions, to their strengths. And he's just took Bruno Fernandes and put him in a 10 and playing with two holders with Mainu and Casemiro, and so much better, aren't they?
Yeah.
Well, is that not what a Man United team have done all over the years?
Pretty much, yeah.
Why'd you go in there and change that? Like Man United, that is their blueprint of that formation.
Yeah.
So I don't understand why you have to go in there and think that you can play a 3 when you haven't got the players to play a 3, and you're playing like wingers at wing backs. Yeah, okay, you can do that when you're maybe chasing the game a little bit and you need that little bit more attacking prowess on the pitch. But when you play the Man United way, look at the results. He's won 3 out of 3. Simple as that.
Well, prime example's us, isn't it? From Rowick to Zola as well during your time. He came. Anyway, we're running out of time. Let's go around the room then. Prediction for Saturday: Leicester at home. I'll start us off. I think we'll beat them 2-0. Tally?
Going to say exactly the same 2-0.
Rob?
I think we'll beat them 2-1. We owe them. So, 2-1.
Robbo?
I'm going to go 3-1. 3-1 Blues. Goals.
Right. I quite fancy a little bit of a drubbing. I just think that they're at that time when we can really take advantage. So I'm going to go 3-0. I don't see them scoring.
Brilliant. Claire?
I'm going to go a bit rogue. I'm going to go 3-2. Because whenever we play them, they are quite good attacking wise.
Yeah.
But I love it to be 90th minute at the Tilton and someone celebrates with them sitting like they did in front of them.
On the board, that's got to be done.
That'd be brilliant, wouldn't it? That really would. Chris?
Yeah, I'm going to go for 3-0 as well. Fancy Robin, yeah.
Am I right in saying Jordan James is injured?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, thought he was, yeah.
Okay, that is good news for us. Obviously, I hope he's out for long. But it's good news that he's definitely out Saturday, is it?
Yeah, apparently,
I think so.
Is Damari ready for Saturday? Is he back for Saturday?
No, he was on Blue Rising, and he said he's hoping to be fit for the Leeds game. Okay. So not too far away. When's the Leeds game? Is it Sunday week?
Valentine.
15th, I think.
15th, Sunday week. So don't forget your Super 3s as well. Those of you that are taking part, you got that ready to go again, Craig. Yeah.
The new link will be live and distributed straight after this. I can say though, and I don't know how, and God, this hurts me. This does, but Robe's still top.
I know.
So please, can some people get some points, because I can't be having this business. It's been. We had more people join, so we've now got over 50 people in the Super Free League. So and stuck with local teams again for this week. So it is another toughie. But link will be live straight after this. Get your predictions in. Don't forget 5 points if you get the result and the scoreline. 2 points for just the results. So doing well so far though. So Robe, stop cheating.
Right, could you put an image of the full table up at all? Is that possible?
Do you know, I will do, because it is still very close. But I'll post along with the link the current league table.
Okay, good stuff.
You're welcome to have a go, Robbo, if you want to as well. It's just literally a bit like Super 6, but we're picking we're picking 3 Midlands clubs games every week, and then everyone just joins the link and predicts what the scores are. And unfortunately, Robe's guessed the scores the best so far.
That's it.
So
breaking news: they've announced him, haven't they?
Yeah, they have. Yeah,
I
Panzer.
thought he was going to say Messi then.
No, Panzer. No Panzer, no Party.
Do you know anything about him, Robbo? Panzo.
Who is it?
Jonathan Panzo.
Jonathan Panzo. He used to play for Coventry and Forest and centre back.
Is he the centre half?
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I don't know too much about him.
No, me neither. But welcome to the Blues anyway. I think that completes our signings now, doesn't it? Surely, but you never know with Tom Wagner there, do you? You might throw another.
Was it finish at midnight tonight? Is it?
No, 7. It was 7 o'clock. It's shut now.
7. Was it 7? Was it? See, that just shows you how up to date I am with transfer window.
I think we might see Scotty Wright go out to Scotland because I think their window's open till midnight.
Midnight,
and there's rumours of him going up to Dundee. So, but I think that'll do him the world of good coming back off that injury and getting some games on.
He's got to get his strength back, hasn't he, in his legs?
Yeah. Good luck to him if that. Very good luck to him if that happens as well.
That's a wrap.
Okay, so that's a wrap then. So thanks everyone for watching, and thanks Robbo for your time again, mate. It's been great to have you on again. And obviously it's good night from me. That was the Tilton Talk Show, by the way, sponsored by AMG Logistics. It's good night from me, and it's good night from Tally Jones.
Good night from me, and a good night to Claire Wilden.
It's good night from me, and it's a good night from Craig Courtney.
And it's a good night from me. And for those that are entering the Soccer 3 this week, Blues Leicester, West Brom Stoke, and Walsall v Barnet. So on that, I will hand you over to the man with the weirdest of Barnets, Mark Adams.
I'd like to say thanks for that, Craig. Yeah, so have a good week, everyone. Good evening, and I'll pass you over to Robbo.
It's a good night from me. Thank you for having me on. Keep right on. And it is over to Chris.
Hey, it's good night from me. And we'll see you all next week. Good night. Keep right.
Ali, is that a free top? Rope? I'm asking for rope.
Free top? No. I wish it was.
He's not an influencer, Tally.
No.
Tally?
No, I'm not, unfortunately. Or fortunately.
No, I bought one legitimately today, so I'm quite pleased with myself.
You use somebody else's bank card, though, so I don't know whether that's classic.
It's a lovely shirt, though, isn't it? Must be nice. Is it comfortable to wear as well?
Decent.
The nightmare if you wear makeup. It's got the white
collar. And the
collar.
collar. Can you see? Can you see? Can you see them?
Honestly, for women, it's awful. I have to put a towel over my head, then put it on so it doesn't get the makeup on.
I won't be eating a spaghetti bolognese wearing it either.
That's what I mean.
No.
Like,
do you think some people will buy it and not wear it?
I'm wearing it then putting it with all my others.
I've bought another one to put away.
I was going to say,
I'm sad like that.
Have you got them trainers as well?
I've got 2 pairs of them because I wanted to wear one pair and then put another pair aside.
Has everyone got a penguin top?
Hang on.
Let's see who lets us down without having a penguin. Oh, Claire.
Oh. Claire, where's the penguin?
Oh, did you not
Where's
get the
my
memo?
penguin? It's at my mum's.
Oh.
I haven't got mine yet. Obviously, it's been delivered, but I put a penguin on. Apparently, Chris said on the chat that we all had to wear a penguin.
Yeah.
Did you?
I'll put it on the one chat. No, look, I'll put it on the one chat.
It was news to me. Craig's just stripping off now.
Tally, is that the new one?
Yeah.
How have you got that?
Oh, it's gifted now. I'm joking. Someone picked it up for me. I got it with Ginge for a shard end.
Oh, yeah. Two games he's been to.
And he's not even a Blues fan.
I know, in his life, 2 games.
Have you got a penguin, Claire? No? Any penguin?
Oh, yeah. I've got the, yeah.
Put it on. Do you want to put it on?
I haven't got it. It's in my mum's house. All my kits are hung up in my wardrobe. I've got like a little shrine.
Have you?
Yeah, I'm not allowed them here.
Right, okay.
So there was loads. It rained, poured here yesterday because of the tears from the Villa Park.
Oh, that's brilliant. Made my day, that did yesterday.
Oh, do you know what? I've never been so happy for
I was buzzing
to score in my whole entire life. And then when VAR went against them, Holly went, stick. And it was like, can't say it too loud.
Evening.
Not a Penguin shirt on as well.
I hope that's
because I don't think I've got one. I could put on a really good Penguin shirt. However, it's not an official Blues one, so I can't do it.
Well,
at least you got one Robbo played in, I suppose.
I'm now going through my drawer of Blues tops to see whether I've got a Penguin top to actually put on.
You know, I was thinking of buying one of these fake ones just to see what the quality was.
The last Penguin before this one was 2013-14 season, I think.
Nicolite one, wasn't it?
Yeah, I have got that one. It's just at home.
That's a Robbo.
You have to give me advance notice of this, Chris, if you want me to wear a top. I've got them all. They're just not here.
Terrible.
Robe's gone to the club shop, I think.
Yeah. It's on the Coventry Road currently.
Bringing your business dreams to life takes heart and about 1,000 decisions a day. That's why Atlantic Union Bank's knowledgeable bankers are here for you with the right guidance and customized solutions to help you reach your business goals. So whether you're planning your next move, upgrading your space, or scaling to meet demand, we make sure your business is ready for what's ahead because we're big enough to support you, yet small enough to know you. Atlantic Union Bank. Any way you bank.